Chasing pixels on the screen, I'm only digital queen. Where am I going? Got that joystick tight. Departure lounge. Departure lounge. Take me away from this place. Departure lounge. Softly sing, chasing pixels on the screen. I'm only digital queen. Where am I going? Got that joystick tight. Departure lounge. Departure lounge. Take me away from this place. Departure lounge. Departure lounge. Departure lounge.
Narita Control, this is Japan Air Flight 1711, requesting with information hotel, our airways and IFR clearance to Singapore Changi.
Clearance, good afternoon, Delta 1426. Request IFR to Seoul International Airport. Information November on board. Clearance to Incheon via Delta Alpha 8
Fucking
departure.
hell.
Departure runway 34 left. Initial climb 6000. Departure on 121.275. Squawk 1243 Delta 1426.
God, I hate it when it does that. Evening, everybody. Happy
morning.
Thursday. How are we doing?
Clearance to Incheon International with
2 seconds.
Tango information.
Yeah, I was going to do the tri-bulk chief stuff, but YouTube claims the song. So I couldn't do it. Which is a little bit annoying. So I went for something a little bit different. So yeah, never mind. I went for like Bulkamania. What you gonna do, brother? What you gonna do when Bulkamania runs wild on you? Welcome then, ladies and gentlemen, to your Thursday flight night here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Of course, as always, hope you are doing well. We're on board something a little bit special, as you can see. We're on board tonight the brand new local legend to the flight simulator, the Nihon Aircraft Manufacturing Company YS-11, Japanese built. For the airline of Toa Domestic Airways, also known as TDA. And we are at Tokyo-Narita. Don't, because it's just like, yeah. We'll come on to that in a minute. We're at Tokyo-Narita today. We are off to Nanki-Shirahama recreating this old school flight from the 70s. Flight time about hour and 20, so it should be absolutely fine. I've flown this thing a few times already. It's lovely. It is such a lovely plane to fly. So we should be in for a decent one. We've got Carl and we've got Finley in the chat. Hello to you both. Do come say hello if you are watching. Don't be shy. Did the sim freeze? No. No, the sim didn't freeze, no. And nor did it crash. Nor did it crash. David, evening to you, says Moshi Moshi, you filthy buggers. Evening to you, sir. I hope you are doing well. Yes, we're on the dreaded YouTube tonight, yes, which means no fun. No fun can be had tonight. No jump scares, no sound effects, no nothing. It is a plain Jane stream tonight. Let's jump in to the cockpit here. Now, we're not going to see a great deal. However, what we can see is we have a tablet here. So Any Builds have created this one. It's part of the local legends. Japan has had an update, which because I've not actually been on this for a while, since Monday, I actually haven't been able to update the scenery yet, so we're all good. That will get done at some stage for sure. Now we'll have a quick look. We've got the lamp or the torch on at the moment. It is very old school, but what they do provide us is they do provide us with a GPS, which obviously back in the 60s this would not be available. You do have a choice though. I'll show you. Paul Hussey, evening to you, sir. Says evening all. Similar to the Hawker Siddeley, I'm sure it is, Hawker Siddeley 748. Yes, very, very similar. Very, very similar. So you have a choice here of options. If we go to options here, okay, we've got a choice here. Go for classic. If you want to go old school, there is no GPS whatsoever. But there is this like old school sort of thing. Then you've got, of course, your classic ones here. We're going for the WT430 today because that's the one that we have here, so we're absolutely fine. Now they do obviously provide it, just because for some people it might not. It might be a little bit too complicated. To be fair, it's not. It's not the most complicated. However, you got the wear and tear here of the arm of the seat. Classic sort of old school, like there's old school wear and tear here. Yeah, what you gonna do when Bulkamania runs wild on you, brother? Jim, evening to you, says when the bulk crashes down and you're hurt all over. You gotta get out the way or you're getting squashed. When he hit the bonsai drop, he hurts your pride. You aren't getting up. 403 count. I am a real bulk American. I'm not American, whatever. But yeah, evening Jim, hope you're doing hope you're doing well. Dave says maybe YouTube will allow us to do some karaoke though. We're in Japan after all and need more entertainment that could be provided by the futuristic robotic bogs. That is Boggs. Just wanted to make sure that was what it said. And Lewis, evening to you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the local legend here. So, they also provide us with a autopilot, which, if we move the arm of this chair up, is this. We'll get onto this once we are in the air. Also, the bulk is no more. The tri-bulk chief stuff I would still keep around. However, it's just YouTube claims the song, so that's why I went for, you know, the Bulkamania thing, and I think that's probably what we'll stick with moving forward. I will forever be your tri-bulk chief, but Bulkamania is running wild, brother. So yeah. There you go. Okie doke. We do have cabin crew tonight. Our flight number today is a classic. It is Toa Domes. Yes, Toa Domes 382. Real world flight from the 70s. Don't you know? And with it being a brand new month as well, happy October, everybody. Somehow it didn't work as good as I am a real passenger. Yeah, I know. I'm tired, leave me alone. I'm tired, leave me alone. Right, let's set this up. So we have to use, we can turn the batteries on in a second. So if I show you the top here, so we've got things such as the voltmeter, pinch punch first of the month. Oh dear. Who wants to tell him it's the second day of the month? So yeah, so we've got the inverters there. Some other sort of transfer alternator buttons there, which is fine. Fuel pumps and all that are here. There's the engine start here. Wait till you get to the engine start. It is an interesting one. Your lights are here, which is absolutely fine. DC power source. This is the battery and the external power, which we'll get on in a sec. It doesn't take much. The only thing that kind of lets it down a little bit at the moment is that GSX does not work with it. So when you request boarding, it will bring a air stair, shall we say, to this window here, which is no good for anybody. So yeah, the lights you need to can we actually do that now? I might actually just get those switched on so that when we turn the battery on, it should be okay. Gemma says, Moshi Moshi, evening to you. Hope you're doing well, Gemma. Moshi Moshi to you. Does that mean we get to pinch and punch Lewis? By all means. Yeah, by all means. You can do absolutely anything you like. So yeah, GSX does not work well with this, so we're not going to be boarding passengers today, so it shouldn't be too bad. Call sign once again, Toa Domes 382. As part of the real world classic operations that we seem to be doing this week, because tomorrow we've got more classic operations with the MD-82 and Avianca. Indeed. Right, so battery. Boom, to the on position, lovely. And it's lit up quite nicely. It's like a little Christmas tree. Like a little Christmas tree. External power, Bosch. Now what we'll do is we'll go to the tablet here. We will actually get the ground power unit in. Then we'll go ahead and get the nav lights.
Initial time is 6,000, departure 127, decimal 6, clock 5634.
Lewis is like, whoa, hang on. Anything you like? I certainly don't think so, sailor. Or matron. And Dave says, given the historic nature of the stream, instead of in-flight food, can I please pre-book 20 Rothmans king size and a stripper? And a stripper. You can do what you like. Do what you like on this stream. So Toa Domestic are the predecessor to Japan Air System. American Airlines. Airlines in America did operate this as well. American Eagle had a couple, and Piedmont Airlines had a few as well. Unfortunately, you can get the liveries for them for 2024, but no fucker seems to have done them for 2020. So it's all Japanese at the moment. Okay, next thing we've got to do, we'll switch the emergency inverter on, the number 1 and number 2. This one we'll keep to where it is. We'll go ahead and get the tanks on.
Narita delivery, good morning. All Nippon 2143 with information X-ray. Ready copy IFR.
You'll see now that the GPS is now switching on. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll allow it to do its thing there. We'll change it to GPS because we want the aircraft to follow the flight plan today, which I worked out how to do, which is absolutely fine. I will be using the autopilot panel.
Narita clearance. All Nippon 4675 requesting
Paul says only ever saw one YS-11 on Olympic Airways on final approach to the old Elenikion Airport in Athens in 1977. But couldn't get a photo of it. Ah, it's a shame.
Squawk 5245. All Nippon 4675.
That's a shame. With your range of like photos and stuff, I'm surprised you didn't. Surprised you didn't.
Heavy with information Bravo requesting IFR to Bahrain.
To where, sorry?
Ground on 121.85.
Okay. Right.
Information Oscar on board, clear to Fukuoka via the Tetra 8.
Oh, we've got to go round. We've got that to deal with today as well.
Right, initial climb to 6,000 feet. Departure on 121.275. Squawk 6712. KLM 154. Over to ground on
There's a couple other little bits and bobs here as well. Excuse me.
And Narita clearance, good morning.
Such as more lights, so we're going to get those switched on for the co-pilot. Might give us a little bit more light to see. Let us know how your day was as well, by the way. We are getting closer to the weekend.
Narita clearance to Air Peach 571. Request clearance to New Chitos Airport. We have information India. Clear to New Chitos Airport via the Tetra.
Cool. So, flight plans in.
Expect runway 3 left. Runway 34 left. Initial climb of 6,000 feet.
We will keep an eye on that because that to me looks like.
Squawk 1446.
So we're going off that way, but then we need to go up that way. That to me looks like there is a
clearance Lufthansa cargo 8383 request IFR clearance to Seoul Incheon.
There is not.
With information Lima.
It's fine. There's no discrepancy there at all.
Clear to Incheon
okay.
Via the Tetra 8
almost
departure, there. Then a 5 departure runway 16 right. Initial climb to 6,000 feet. Departure on 121.275. Squawk 1427. Lufthansa cargo 8383.
So pressing B on our keyboard sets the aircraft's altimeter to the correct value. It's very much an old school plane. This is your autopilot additional button they've put in there.
Roger, Squawk 6556 TFDI-1.
Narita clearance, Japan Air 359, picking up IFR to Fukuoka with Sierra.
Lots of people going to Fukuoka. We'll see if we get to do that as well. We are going to tune into clearance, which we are at the moment, and we will request our clearance now. Narita clearance, good morning. Toa Domes 382, requesting IFR clearance to Shirahama.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Awesome. Otherwise, the aircraft is actually fairly straightforward to actually fly, which isn't too bad, to be fair. But it's lovely. It really is lovely. Rolls-Royce Dart engines as well, for anyone that might be interested, I should say.
Toa Dome is 382, clear to Nanki-Shirahama via the Peacock 2 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 16 right, initial climb to 6,000 feet. Departure on 121.275, squawk 3516.
Clear to Nanki-Shirahama via the Peacock 2 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 16. Initial climb to 6,000. Departure 121.275, squawk 3516 for Tower Domes 382. We'll go Tower Domes, not Tower Domes. I don't even know that's what I said. Lee Class, evening to you, sir. I hope you're doing well. 3516.
382, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.85.
I feel like they're fucking with me because I said Tower Domes started to start with, then they said Tower Domes. I say Tower Domes, they then say Tower Domes. I feel like they're screwing with me.
Tom, boarding has started and the first passengers
Oh.
are aboard the plane.
So once again, hashtags for the for justice for Hiroshi. There's been an update.
Requesting IFR clearance to Romeo Kilo Papa Charlie.
There's been an update on say intentions.
Via the Red X2 departure finish file, departure runway 34 left, initial climb to 6,000, departure on 121.275, squawk 1127, Korean Air 2126.
No Hiroshi.
Clearance delivery. This is Japan Air 46. Type is A380
No
Heavy
Hiroshi.
Super at gate 10. Request IFR.
Right, we're on to ground frequency now. So just to kind of double check it is fairly straightforward, like I say, to start the plane up. It's basically a case of just making sure that everything is where it needs to be. We can go for bright if we wanted to for the light indications. But as you can see, the aircraft here has picked up our flight plan, which will tell us now how far or how, basically how far away the next waypoint is. So we're absolutely fine. That should be absolutely fine. So we'll turn that off because we don't actually need that on for bright. Dom, evening to you, sir. Hope you are well. Welcome to the stream. Carl says, "Boo, say intentions." Yeah, there's no Hiroshi still. However, seeing as it's October, they have put a new character in for a Halloween session, shall we call it? Dr. Death, they call it. We'll try that more closer to Halloween, but how it will turn out, I have no idea. But we'll get there eventually. Okay, so Lee says I'm okay, thanks Tom. Hope you're okay. I am doing well, Lee. Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. Very much looking forward to the weekend. It cannot come soon enough at this point. So battery still on, external power still on. That's all on. That's fine. Yep, fine. I actually think we're pretty much ready to go. No APU, of course. It's all done as you'd expect. I actually think we're good. Dr. Death. Oh. I'd strongly advise using it, using that term, if you're not sure what it means. Yeah, there's a Halloween version, and it's like basically the Grim Reaper. It's the Grim Reaper. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. However, we do have Georgina with us. Georgina, a very good morning.
Hotel, we are ready for taxi.
To you. Hope you are doing well. Welcome on board.
Narita ground, American 60 with information hotel. Request taxi.
Jim says I found Hiroshi. Oh!
Information India is now current. QNH
It's Hiroshi.
Oh, good morning, Captain Tom. I'm doing fabulously, thank you. Just
Taxi
a
to
little
runway
busy here
16
with
right
our
via
local
Tango 3,
passengers
Sierra
boarding.
3, Delta 3,
Welcome
Mike
aboard,
Hotel
everyone.
1,
We're
Alpha
flying
Alpha
on this
1,
amazing
American
short
60.
330, and it's going to be a wild ride to Nanki-Shirahama, or as I like to call it, the land of endless selfies. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @SI_Georgina. Leave a comment after we land. Look for a truck to guide you.
There you go. Don't forget to follow Georgina on Instagram. She does have an Instagram. It's SI_Georgina. Where you can keep up with all of her travelling
KLM 862, contact tower on
activities.
118.2.
Okay.
Over on
Well, let's
118.2,
conduct
KLM 862.
the flight and let's get ourselves ready to go. Now,
Push and start approved. Face southwest.
it's a lovely looking plane. It really is.
Narita ground, all Nippon 182, ready to
Will we
taxi,
see sunrise
runway
this
34
morning?
left.
Oh, this evening? It's going to be close. We are parked at the cargo terminal because I wanted to kind of be in an area that we can actually see the plane before we decide that we're not going to be able to see the plane. So I think we're actually pretty much ready to go here, if I'm correct. Yeah. So they should be switched on now. They're on. That's fine. Right. On top of that, anti-collision lights on, wing inspection lights on. There you go. Aircraft flashing away beautifully. We'll go ahead and actually use GSX to actually get the push. I'm sure that works. Just the boarding doesn't at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame. JLJ can deal with this. Here we go.
Ocean 776, push and start approved. Face south.
Narita ground, Tower Domes 382 requesting push and engine start.
Discover 776 request taxi to runway 34 left.
So, the
776 request taxi to runway 34 left.
YS-11 had Rolls-Royce Dart engines.
Push and engine start approved. Face southwest.
So if you know the Fokker 27, you'll recognise the sounds that are about to happen. Now, the interesting thing with the YS-11 here is that when you start the engines up, the fuel throttles here need to be forward. It confused the hell out of me when I tried to learn it the first time. I was like, oh, that's different. But nope, they need to be not in the feather position. They need to be past the on position for them to work. So we got ground here. Once we are on the takeoff roll, we need to switch it to flight, moving that to there. And then these need to be all the way at the front here, which we will do. We'll do that now.
Narita ground, Lufthansa cargo A382, ready for pushback and start.
That is as far as they go.
Lufthansa cargo A382, Narita ground. Pushback and startup approved. Face southwest.
Paul says, have you bought the 757 sim? X-Plane, yes. But let me tell you,
Lufthansa cargo A382.
what I thought was a cracked version of the 757, I need an activated code. So that means I have to, I've got to buy the 757, which is not cheap. I mean, it really isn't cheap at all. I think you're looking at something like $80. Which, quite frankly, I do not have at the moment. But at the same time,
American 429, Narita ground taxi to parking via Alpha
at the same time,
Romeo. Have a good day.
it is a totally different beast. Like, it really is a totally different beast. But I will get there. I will get there eventually with it. Just during the week at the moment, I don't have the time to go through it all. But yeah, give it time. Give it time. David says, was asked if I wanted to go to the football tonight, and was reminded they were playing a team from a war-torn country. It's Aberdeen versus Shakhtar Donetsk tonight, but I assumed they were they were playing Dundee United.
This is Juliet Alpha 1113 requesting IFR clearance to Seoul, South Korea.
That's funny.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
That's funny. Right. Pitot covers off. Ground power unit off. And we'll remove the chocks, and so we can go ahead. So the other thing that I can't seem to find as well is the flap lever. The flap lever I can't seem to find, but let's get park brake off. More importantly, let's get pushing, and let's get the Rolls-Royce Dart engine started. Shut up. So, if we go over to engine 2, we'll put the starter on, like that. That lights up, and then we got to push the button in, and we've got to hold it for a few seconds, making sure that this light stays on, and then we know that it works. Here we go. Okay, off we come. It's having a little bit of a fit, but here we go. Do you recognise the sounds yet? I don't know how well you can actually hear that. Get engine 1 on. Hear what? You can't hear the engine starting up? Shut up. Don't have me on like that. A familiar sound, right? It's a really good looking aeroplane. It really, really is. It's such a good looking aeroplane.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can
no, I didn't forget to play the bulk. If you were listening, I said the bulk is... well, you wouldn't have seen it because it was on Twitch.
Contact tower on 118.2.
The bulk is no more. There is no more bulk. What you do get now is your tri-bulk chief. So you in particular have to acknowledge me as your tri-bulk chief. Otherwise, for YouTube, Bulkamania is running wild. Because I can't play the tri-bulk chief stuff. Because YouTube will claim it. Not that I give two shits about that, but either way. Okie doke. Taxi lights to the on position. Wrong one, Carl. It's that emoji. You know the emoji with the finger that gets put like you're pointing up almost. That's the one you want. If you're gonna, that's the one you do. When I say throw the ones up, throw the ones up. Your index emoji. That's the one. Okay, so again, I don't know where the flap levers are, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Like, I'm pressing it, I can hear stuff, but cannot see it. But I know that they work. There we go, that's the one. Gemma's got it. Yeah, any index fingers, like, acknowledge me as your tri-bulk chief. Okay, so, otherwise, like I say, Bulkamania is running wild. Right, so we're pretty much good. We've got taxi lights on. We're pretty much been given the clear. Flaps are down. This wonderful looking aeroplane is about to go. We've got a bit of a taxi. And then we'll get to the point of... in fact, no, do we? It's not a great deal. So we should be, from what they are giving me, they should be going on Romeo 5, and then we should be then taking Alpha, and then either Alpha 1 or whatever. Jim says, or if you're me, yeah, just, yeah. you can use your middle fingers, yeah, it's absolutely fine. Just acknowledge me anyway. Dom says, I've been chopping chilies. You still want my index finger? I didn't say about inserting an index finger anywhere. But whatever you're into, absolutely fine. We don't judge on this channel. Narita Ground, Toa Domes 382, requesting taxi. Kidding, of course. Missed you, Dom. Hope you're well in all seriousness. Been watching. I say it like I'm really shocked.
Runway 16 right, taxi via Quebec, Whiskey 5 Alpha, Alpha 1.
She needs the throat sweet. I sound like I'm really shocked at doing it, but I'm really not, because I've actually been enjoying them. I've actually been watching quite a few of your videos. I know, shocking, right? But no, I've actually been watching a few of your videos. I'm actually pretty impressed with them. Very, very good. Good stuff. Okay, let's read that back. Taxi runway 16 right via Quebec, Whiskey 5 Alpha, Alpha 1, Toadomes 382. You mean you haven't watched them already? No, I've watched the other ones, the ones like the older ones that he's released. But yeah, just not recently. Just not recently. But I've managed to catch up, and they're well worth watching for sure. All right, off we go. Now with this being an indie build, do we need to take? I don't know. Do we need to take it off? I don't know. We'll keep an eye. Right, let's up the throttle. John Brown even to you says, "This is great. You try before I buy." More than happy to be the guinea pig. In fact, we don't need the auto rudder off, so we're absolutely fine. So yeah, the sounds you can hear, Rolls-Royce Dart engines that equipped the YS-11. Dom's Hot Chili Fingers. Sounds like a great tribute band, doesn't it? The problem is as well, the throttle. At the moment, you can hear it's almost sort of winding back down again. But if I move it up a little bit, it sounds like it's almost wanting to go. Hear that? Sounds like it's at full throttle.
Ground. Good morning, Lufthansa Cargo 8383, ready for pushback and start.
But it's really not. Yeah, so John uses this channel as like a try before you buy sort of thing.
Pushback and startup approved. Face southeast.
Now what I will say is, for users of 2024, this plane is free. It's completely free. And you do get liveries through the Indie Builds Manager. For 2020, you have to purchase it. But it's not expensive, 12 quid. To be fair, 12 quid's a great price for this plane. But I do also have it on 2024, and I'm trying to get 2024 to work. But it's just proving to be a real fucking nuisance at the moment. Any in particular you liked, says Dom. Let me see if I can remember, because I watched it at the weekend, so I caught up at the weekend. What did I watch? Fuck. You'll forgive me, I will go through my history in a second. Life has been a bit like this week, so forgive me. I will have a look.
126. Push and start approved. Face northeast.
Narita ground, Ryanair 2126. We are ready for taxi to active runway.
But I also see, at the same time, I see the amount of work that goes into editing your videos. So credit where it's due, because a lot of work goes into it.
Taxi to active runway.
Korean Air 2126. Contact tower on 118.2. Safe flight.
Right, whilst we're on the straight here, let me just have a quick look. Let me remind myself. Give me a sec. No, that's not that. Right, so I watched the cheap airline that earns you Avios points. Flying France's cheapest long-haul airline. My flight was a total disaster. And the Scottish airport made me famous one. And I literally went all the way down to the hidden Aer Lingus business hack. Yeah, so I'm all caught up. Let's just get that throttle up a little bit more. So if you are watching, come say hi. And thank you to those who have subbed this evening already. We are 40 subscribers away from the big 4K. which I would normally get excited about. However, I know a vast majority of those subscribers are from YouTube Shorts, so I'm not getting too excited about it. There'll be a few people that do get excited about fake subs, because all they do is like post shorts and then think that they're genuine. I can think of a couple of people in particular that think that way. But otherwise, trundling along beautifully at the moment. Just nice, easy taxi here. An hour and 20 minutes for the flight here today, so we should be absolutely fine. We're back tomorrow on Twitch with, of course, our regular Friday night request evening. We are on board.
34 right via Whiskey 7 Whiskey Charlie Kilo Bravo 8 Cathay 527.
The MD-82 tomorrow with Avianca.
Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
We're off to Georgetown tomorrow from Bogota. Which should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that one. But of course, with the European evenings now rolling in early, we get to a point in the year where we try to, unless we are long hauling during the day, we are looking to try and stray away from European evening flights, because what you get essentially is this, which, whilst it's fun to fly in the evening because you might see a few things, it's also not at the same time. So you want to be able to see things.
Totem is 382. Contact tower on 118.2. Safe flight.
118.2 Tower Domes 382. That's us.
All Nippon 118. Contact tower on 118.2. Take care.
Tower on 118.2. All Nippon 118.
Listen to those engines just winding down. That is such a lovely sound. Okay, parking brake goes back on because we are going to be moving. Otherwise, we're going to switch over to tower. Yeah, so we'll swap from doing a lot, like we used to do, like a lot of like European sunsets, whereas at the moment, by the time I go live,
welcome to Narita. Contact ground on 121.85.
by the time I go live, most of it is basically in the dark. So we are going to swap, try and swap that to do more American, South American, Australian stuff. And John Brand gave me a suggestion as well, which I have forgotten. I'm just waiting for the right time to do it. Narita Tower, good morning. Tower Domes 382, holding short runway 16 right, ready for departure. And whilst we are waiting for that, it's a brand new month. And you know what that means. It's time. Once again. Balkamania is about to run wild in the chat. I'm about to drop 5. Here we go. Wish me luck. Here we go. A good start. It's an awesome start. It's an excellent start. This is looking excellent. Look at that. Go on then. I'll take a little bit of winner winner chicken dinner. Clear for takeoff, runway 16 right. Tower Domes 382. Right, parking brake off. We need to switch on landing lights and extend them. And we are on the move. Swim and Climb, hello to you. Said, is it going to be sunrise in Japan soon? We are hoping by the time we land, we should see some sunrise. What the fuck is that doing on the... What is that?
Cable 5055, contact departure.
We didn't see a thing.
Narita Tower, this is FedEx 5612 with information Papa, requesting IFR clearance. Danger.
It's Finley's taxi. David says it's a Mercedes Vito. Yeah, thank you. That's not what I meant. Thanks anyway. Okay, so before we do depart, we need to switch from ground to flight mode. And it is time to depart. So, the Rolls-Royce Dart engines are about to fire up. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We're around 5 nautical miles from...
If you've got the emoji, let's go, because we're about to toga that bitch. 50%.
Maintain 6,000 feet, heading 340.
Park brake off.
Proceed
And time to toga that
initial
bitch.
approach fix for ILS 16 right.
Sorry, be advised that Onipen 58 Heavy is now 5 nautical miles from Gimin.
Should be up like a rocket.
We will then proceed to Glare, Conan, and Tenek.
Yeah. Right up like a rocket. There you go.
Negative, sir. You cleared us to descend to 4,000, so we
Well,
are now descending to 4,000.
What we were doing was pulling a wheelie, but that's fine.
Gemin as instructed
And there you go.
Glare, Conan, and Tenek inbound for the ILS Yankee 16 right, just the way you cleared us. All Nippon 58 Heavy.
Beautiful. Okay.
Clear runway 34.
This is where it gets a little bit interesting. So, with the aircraft currently climbing,
Welcome to Narita. Contact ground on 121.85.
we have to use this. Okay. So what we're going to do, we are going to go and put that on there like that. Track mode goes on, which means the aircraft will now follow the flight plan, which is what it's doing.
Correction. Narita Tower on upon
If we press
heavy,
the trim,
you established ILS 34 left.
we should be climbing quite nicely, which we
All
are.
aircraft information, Victor is now current.
But we also need to just bring that down, and you see the trim wheel moving there too. We are climbing quite high at the moment, so what we'll do is we'll just bring that nose down, which we are going to do. There you go. We'll keep bringing it down.
Onipen 58 Heavy request descend 4,000 feet, please.
And then what we've got to do, we've got to keep an eye on this, because we are climbing to 6,000 feet before we do anything else. Otherwise, she is lovely. She's lovely. Absolutely lovely to fly. There you go. Proper old school Japanese built machinery. So, aircraft isn't quite following the plan because we've got a little bit of... In fact, no, what are we doing here? Let's have a look. In fact, it is. But we are taking a totally different departure than what we were given, I think. So we're heading out and then turning left. Oh, we should be turning right, I should say. So we are climbing at our own pace. We don't need to rush. We do not need to rush.
1275, squawk 3751, expect runway 34 left.
I don't know about you. There is a little bit of orange there. I don't know if it's picking up on the screen or not. Can you see that or no? There is a little bit of orange on the screen there. That is the sunrise. It is on its way. Narita departure. Good morning. Toa Domes 382 with you climbing to 6,000. Our top of descent is in 76 minutes time. Otherwise, it's lovely. It's relatively straightforward.
Tokyo departure, radar contact. Climb 6,000.
It's like I say, the autopilot. There's no actual switch to put the autopilot on. You literally have to like press the altitude button when you're at 6,000 or when you get to a point of where you need to be. You have to manually press that button. The track button, the tracking button will always track the flight plan wherever you're going.
Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
But otherwise, yeah, it's lovely. It's such a lovely plane to fly.
Flight level 200.
Oh, go on then. Go on. Go on. Yeah, winner, chicken dinner. Paul Hussey, that is insane. Thank you so much. 5 gifted memberships. Paula Mania is running wild in the chat. Thank you so much. They go to King Bob's Kingdom, Will P, Clive Everly, Ian Clarkson, and Michael Painter in the getting the membership. So thank you so much. Awesome support. Awesome support. Thank you so much. Right, so our flight plan here, if you can see, we should be turning right momentarily.
At flight level
And we are past 6,000 feet here.
Inbound Aspen.
But it's fine because we're climbing to flight level 200 anyway.
Lufthansa Cargo 8382, Tokyo departure. Radar contact. Climb via the Shida.
The what? Sorry? The Shida.
Lufthansa.
Climbing flight level 200, Tower Domes 382. So we'll keep an eye on the plane here.
Cargo 8382, climb flight level 360.
I thought it said Shitter. It's supposed to be the Sid. Or Sidder. Rather. But, yeah, awesome support, Paul. Thank you so much. And it's support like that that keeps us going here on YouTube. Obviously, I've mentioned like intentions to kind of move away from it, but support like that is what keeps us here. So thank you so much. Of course, if you want to play a game of membership roulette, I think you'd win personally. If I remember correctly, I think you should win. So if you fancy a gander, you can gift a sub and see if it goes through to someone that is deserving of it. Otherwise, other ways you can support the channel this evening is to super chat, super sticker, or click the link pinned at the top of the chat there for Ko-fi, which means that YouTube do not take any of your donation, and 100% of it comes through to me. Now, whilst we have a look here, and we are having, you see here, if we have a quick nosy, there you go. So you got the countdown here to when we start to turn, and here we go. So the turn begins, that then resets, as you can see, and as you can see. Sort of. You can sort of see it. You mean you'd give up Twitch for money? No. No, Twitch is going absolutely nowhere. Because we are having the time of our lives over on Twitch. Mind you, I think my underpants would probably say different. Gemma coming in with a gifted sub as well. Thank you so much. Going to BPA. Thank you. Gemma's getting a winner chicken dinner of her own. What we'll do is we will just up that climb a little bit here. I did put the jump scares on Twitch for that very reason. I figured we'd have a lot of fun. I've done, to be fair, before we did it, before I did it, I did some research to see what is like the main sort of success stuff. Like what makes a stream interesting. Jump scares. They're the ones. Jump scares are the ones. As we've been finding out. So currently 9,000 feet. I've upped the pitch a little bit So we should be climbing a little bit quicker now. We are currently just under 200 knots, about 190. We'll get the... I think the flaps were still down. And now we're at 10,000. So what you saw there was the aircraft just turn itself off a little bit. I have turned it back on, so it's fine. Everything goes back to how it should be. We'll get this back on in a second, but the aircraft will then pick up for where it needs to be. The autopilot currently is having a little bit of a meltdown because of this. But we should be absolutely fine. But we are climbing, which is fine. We can get the nose down. Yeah, you can see. There you go. So the aircraft just reset itself a little bit, which is fine. And the aircraft will now get itself back on track. Dom says, personality. I mean, that's why I never stream. Who said anything about personality? There you go. So you can't see anything because the aircraft is operating in the dark. But that is that's Narita.
Approved Lufthansa Cargo 8383.
Lufthansa Cargo 8383. Contact Tokyo Control on 120.5.
There was orange. Why am I not seeing orange again?
Contact Tokyo Control on 120.5.
So it's pointing down, that's why.
Lufthansa Cargo 8383.
Yeah, there is definitely orange on the horizon there.
Lufthansa Cargo 8383 at flight level 060.
Just see a silhouette.
016. Contact Tokyo Control on 132.3.
You said what makes a good stream. First thing that comes to mind is personality. So I don't think that's the case. I think to keep people watching, you've got to be able to host. Personality is fine. Hosting is like the most important thing because you can have a personality, but if you can't host a stream, then yeah, it's not gonna work. Which is why, like, the flight simulator is perfect because you get like the majority of it done, and then you jump onto the chatting with the stream and stuff like that. So you just focus on the stream and the chat and everything else, engaging and stuff, and then when you land, you focus on that a little bit. Best of both worlds. 90% of your time will just be focusing on the chat, which is, if you're not going to bother having a chat, you could do what someone from chatting does and turns the chat off, and that's why they don't do well. That's why they don't do well. Jim says having a bunch of cheeky gits in the chat helps. Well, it does. It does. And the thing is, as well, is I think if Dom did stream, then I'm sure we'd all go over and support and everything else.
American 429, climb and maintain flight level 160.
Don't rule it out, Dom. That's all I'm saying. Don't rule it out. Confidence comes in time.
Cathay 509. Contact Tokyo Control on 124.5. YS-382, contact Tokyo Control on 133.35.
Were you trying to work out the chat and stuff, or were you trying? Oh, that was us. 133.35 for Toa Domes 382. Eddie the Eagle was confident and he fell flat on his face. You're so negative. Don't be like that. Listen, if it helps, which I don't think it will, but if it helps, right? If it helps, like, I remember doing the podcast for the first time, and my confidence, I'm like, if you go back and listen to it, I should do a video to react to it, if I'm honest. I really should. And to be fair, I might do a little bit of a live. Should we do that? It's been a while since we've done it. I'm sort of thinking to maybe do like a live reaction, maybe like a live stream reaction to the podcast, the first one I ever did, because it's bad. It's bad. But the confidence then came along with it. Don't rule yourself out. Right, where are we at the moment? 17,000. Tokyo Control, good morning. Toa Domes 382 with you climbing to flight level 200. David said it would be good to do another podcast. It would. It would. I would like to kind of like react to like the first one we did. Like the very first one. Jim, Jim, I'd pay good money to see that. Jim says, and here we have Cargolux 747-8 freighter coming in on runway 12 now. Now where the fuck are you going? You useless fucking twat. You're meant to land me live. If an aircraft doesn't go around, I'd pay good money. Like you'd have a member in me if you do a membership. I should really rephrase my fucking words. What I mean is, I'd be a member if you had memberships. No members are supposed to enter me, thank you. Shut up. That's my mistake. Beautiful. And there we go. So the aircraft's now turning once again. And if we nosy by the counter, you'll see 21 miles to our next waypoint. So the aircraft is tracking it beautifully. Only Dom fans, aka OnlyFans. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I should really rethink my words before I say them. No members in me, please. Dom says, speaking of, I had a newspaper interview yesterday and they knew everything about me. It was scary. Interesting. I learned this week. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's do it. One thing that everyone's learned this week. I've learned that karma is a real thing. Karma is a real thing. And I love it. I love it. Oh. Yeah, David, I know who you're on about. I've been thinking about it. I have. But I don't think he'd entertain it because of what happened.
Heavy contact Tokyo Control on 128.2.
I don't think he would. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, hang on.
Japan Air 566. Contact Tokyo Control on 133.5.
133.5, Spin Air 526 PM.
Ba-dum-bum. Right, we should probably Tokyo Control. Good morning. Tower Domes 382 with you. Flight level 210. Don't know why I didn't go through the first time.
Domes 382, Tokyo Control, identified. Good morning.
It's lovely. Karma is fantastic. That's what I've learnt this week. Suffer, bitches. Suffer.
Domes 382, Tokyo Control, can you please expedite your descent to flight level 200?
Negative. Negative. We would like to climb, please, to flight level 240 if possible. That will shut them up.
Domes 382, climb flight level 240.
Cool. Right. Climbing to flight level 240, Tower Domes 382. So yeah, so what have this week, if there's anything, what have you learnt? What have you learnt this week? It could be something like major, it could be something minor. What have you learnt this week? So when you want to climb again, you've got to click the button there to take it off altitude hold and then go, excuse me, into the climb. Once more. Just I think David's got the wrong article. I'm almost certain of it. Let's get some super chats. Let's get the text-to-speech chap talking. He's been very redundant recently. Let's get him chatting. Let's get some super chats in. See? Gemma's point there of saving all the money for the sound effects on Twitch. It's the best thing. Either way. But going back to the podcast stuff, it's one of those things I've been thinking about. Problem is, I think at the moment it's having the time to actually find someone to do it. Because I won't have the time to do it. That's probably where my problem is. So like normally, I can get home, have a little bit of a research, and then go from there. I can't do that now. And yeah, time is very precious and things are changing. Life is changing. Interview Dom on the podcast. How can I put this? And I want to put it in the nicest way possible. You know when things sort of run its course. Like, it was all great to start with, but then it's kind of run its course. If you did, I would promote it on my channel. Well, I mean... I'm laughing at the fact that David just come in with, you could set up an interview with Max for a Christmas special. Fuck, could you imagine? So here's a question for you. Blah, 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 blah. Hang on. Mum. Mum. Do you love me, girl? Do you love me, girl?
Negative.
Okay, you can continue. He would be fuming. He's fuming.
Cafe 777 heavy descend to FL 370.
Flight level 370. Cafe 77 heavy.
Do you love me, girl? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's having the time to do it. That's the only problem with the podcast style of things. We'll also see that obviously, like, some people will do like a live reaction to like one of their first like live videos and stuff like that. So I feel like we're far ahead in time to be able to kind of look back on some like live react. You know, we can live react to like some old live streams. Oh, Carl. That first bit would have been fine. Stop. Cut my hair, girl. do my fingers smell, girl? Oh dear. Funny. Very funny. Dom says, I have no idea if you want me on stream. You create flights I've been on, and I can co-host and give details of what the flight was like. To be fair, that's not a bad shout. Probably vocally, I think, might be best, because we could do that over Discord. And that would probably be a lot better. Paul says, I remember the podcast with Noel Phillips and Jeremy Spake. Yes. I've actually been meaning to get in touch with young Jeremy. Because, well, I won't say why, but just in case. Just want to see if he might still be up for something that I've sort of mentioned to him. We have done some we did some interesting podcasts. We did them with Airliners Live. I know at some point I've been in contact with a couple of people in regards to bringing Battle of the Liveries back for a one-off. So that'll be happening at some point before the end of the year. Battle of the Liveries, I quite enjoyed getting slated for my choices on there. Yes. yeah, for a one-off special, I've been in touch with a couple of people. They're a little busy at the moment, but I'm going to give them some time. And who knows? Fuck. What are we at? Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's my fault. We are a little bit too high here. I said 240, not 280. Paul says Battle of Liveries was always a good watch. Yeah, we were a little bit too high than we anticipated here. Just descend whilst we're getting a little bit of speed here. Yeah, I always felt like the podcast side of things, like the interviewing and stuff like that, kind of ran its course a little bit, I think. But things like the quiz and Battle of the Liveries, if we hold them off for like one-off like shows sort of thing, then yeah. It kind of makes people want to see them more. You know, does that make sense? Like if we don't do them regularly like we used to, and just do them like every now and again, then it makes people want to see them a little bit more. That's the thinking anyway. Every few months, it'll be about that. I think there'll be like your specials, like your Christmas specials and stuff like that. It's just a shame that there are some of you that are camera shy. It'd be nice to have like new names. I think new names would be nice. But I also get it, so don't panic. Don't panic at all. Right, we are 46 minutes out from landing. Our expected landing would be about 9:30. Don't look at me, I'm shy. And there is orange on the. That's a totally different way there. Yeah, there is. There it is. But it's going to be behind us. But sunrise is on its way. Oh, we've done it again. We've missed it. Fucking hell. I'm just going to leave it here for a sec until we actually get to where we need to be. Passengers must be doing their bloody head in, like up and down like a bloody rocking horse. Dom says I can't stand cameras on me. No, of course not. No, I'm sure it's one of your pet peeves, having a camera on you. I think we need a games night soon at some point, says Carl. We do. I'm trying to think of something that we could do that's different. I know like GeoGuessr and that are like firm favourites. I feel like we need to do something a little bit different. And that's the only reason I think why I've not done it since. Is I think we need to kind of do something a little bit different. So at the moment, if I go on to Steam, so obviously I mentioned about like the poker game yesterday, which I don't think would work if I'm honest. We do have, well, we've still got. I've not even downloaded it yet. We do have Fast Food Simulator, just trying to run a fast food restaurant, which would be interesting. So we've still got that to do. I think
Captain Tom, we have a bit of a situation in the cabin.
Yes.
It seems that one of our lovely passengers, while trying to take the perfect selfie with their snack, accidentally knocked over a drink, and it spilled all over the seat controls. I think they were a little too excited about the gummy bear sandwiches. I'll handle it, but I wanted to keep you in the loop.
Okay, so it's not diversion worthy. It's not diversion worthy. First of all, Georgina, why were they taking a picture of a gummy bear sandwich? I didn't even know we had these on board. Is this a thing? The gummy bears. Has anyone ever heard of that? Is that a thing?
Go Dom 382, climb flight level 240.
Dom, it's on my list. I've got it in the list of things to do. Like it's in the library. I just haven't installed it. Oh. We're already there though. Georgina, why are we serving gummy bear sandwiches? Like, is this a thing?
Oh, Captain Tom, you know how it is. Gummy bear sandwiches are like the trendiest thing right now. I mean, who wouldn't want to munch on something that's both sweet and totally Instagrammable? It's all about that aesthetic, right? Plus, they pair perfectly with our sparkling unicorn juice. I think it's going to be a hit.
Someone tell me, is this an actual thing?
Toa Domes 382, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 33 approach into Nanki-Shirahama. Radios arrival. In about 20 minutes, I'll start your descent. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
Georgina, just get the passenger to clean it up. They made the mess. They can sort it out for themselves. And then obviously the airline will bill them for the electronic issue. But don't tell them that. We'll keep that as a secret.
Oh, Captain Tom, you got it. I'll let the passenger know they can clean up their little
Cafe
selfie
77,
disaster.
Heavy Tokyo
And,
Control, good morning.
Do not worry. Your secret about the airline billing them is safe with me. I mean, who doesn't love a little drama on a flight, right?
Cafe 77, Heavy Roger, cleared direct to Rudis.
This is very true. So yeah, you might want to teach him a few things about taking a selfie, seeing as you're the selfie queen. I can't believe I just fucking used that term. I really can't.
Oh, Captain Tom, you're so right. I should totally give him some tips on how to take the perfect selfie. Maybe I can even sing "You're the Selfie Queen" for him. But, like, don't worry, I won't steal his thunder. Just wait until we land, and I'll show everyone how it's done. And hey, if he needs a little help, I can always be his selfie coach. Ah, the life of a flight attendant, right? So glamorous. Follow me on Instagram at SI_Georgina. Leave a comment after we land. The truck should be there in a second to guide you.
I think that's where the van came into it, because she said that. You mentioned the song, like the Selfie Queen song. Do you reckon you can sing that for us now? She won't. She won't, but it's fine. Oh my god, they are a thing.
Oh, Captain Tom, you want me to sing "You're the Selfie Queen" right now? I would love to. Here goes. You're the selfie queen, oh so bright, with gummy bear sandwiches. What a sight. Snap that pic, make it shine, in the clouds, feeling fine. How was that? I might not win a part, right?
Clip
Follow
it.
me on Instagram at SI_GeorginaA. Leave a comment after we land.
Clip
the truck
it.
should be there in a second to guide you.
Clip it. Beautiful, Georgina. You got the voice of an angel. She actually did. Oh, well, not quite, but lyrically she said it.
Oh, Captain Tom, you are too sweet. I mean, I might have the voice of an angel, but I definitely sing in the shower more than in the sky. Just wait until I hit those high notes with my gummy bear sandwich in hand. Follow me on Instagram at SI_Georgina. Leave a comment after we land. We'll send a truck to guide you.
Oi, oi, lads. She sings in the shower. There you go. Right. Oh, dear. I love this program. Georgina's like slowly becoming one of my favourites to use on here. Janet's got competition, just saying. Let's leave a like on the stream if you are here, if you are enjoying the stream so far. Feel free to hit the like button. It does help the channel somewhat. But yeah, if you are enjoying it, let's get the like button smashed. Let's get to double figures for that one. And of course, as ever, let's get some more members on board. And will someone, for the love of God, give Dom a membership? You can't gift them like you can on Twitch, so it's almost like a hit and hope. Just go. No. No. I said she was my favourite, or getting close to my favourite to use. I didn't mean like that. Disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, we did try. Never mind. Dom will have to buy one using his air mile points. Was it Avios? Which you actually can't do. But either way. It's just a shame that, like, obviously being a Japanese plane and stuff like that, that at the moment there are no live. Well, is there? Hang on. Before I even say this, give me 2 seconds. Oh. So, interesting. Any builds, the INI manager has removed the YS-11. And the liveries. Okie doke. Looks like I'm just going to have to go straight to flightsim.to. There are a couple of liveries on there that have been used. All Nippon has been added. And wait. Ah, son of a bitch. Wait, have they been given their own category? Yes, they have. Got it. Okay, cool. Fine. Makes sense. Makes total sense. Oh, look. Wait. When was this a thing? When did this happen? What? Okay, Paul Hussey, make yourself known. Right. That's obviously how far out I've been of this. Okay. Right, so here's what I mean. This is how weird it can be. There we go. The YS-11 in Piedmont livery, which was a thing. Dead smart, I think. Dead smart. It does look awesome, right? It does look awesome. I didn't think this was a thing. Ah, do you know what? I'm now happy. I am now very, very happy. Let's have a look at this one. There you go, American Eagle on the YS-11 again. Was a real thing. It's such a good looking plane, isn't it? It's such a, I mean, I know the Japanese built it and it wasn't as successful outside of Japan, but like, what a good looking aeroplane that is. And if you are old enough to work out what the HS-748 looked like, very, very similar. Very, very similar. Right, what else can I show you? Yeah, if Paul's around, Paul, make yourself known. If I go on to this next one. Lewis says, sorry for disappearing. Got caught up in the Rate My Takeaway saga. Yes, there's a lot of saga around that, isn't there? There he is. Paul says, yo, Paul! Feast your eyes. That's what... Oh, hang on. There. Feast one's eyes upon... Feast one's eyes upon thee. That's the Olympic YS-11. Oh, do you know what? I'm so happy now. I am so happy that they've got these liveries. Oh, let's go. Let's go. They've obviously been converted from 2024 to 2020 as well. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That is mega, isn't it? So nice, so nice. And then we've also got. So that's where it went. So it got put into a separate thing. That's fine. And again, another one for the Japanese lovers amongst us. I mean, I'm hoping at some point we get to do this. Gemma will probably be the one to kind of enjoy that. There. Doesn't it look good? It is. It's such a good looking plane. Flight Simulator doesn't have enough of these. It's such a good looking plane. But there we go. There are loads of liveries. You can have a look for yourselves on flightsim.to and make some suggestions to what we fly. If you do find a livery and it's got to be real world. By that I mean a livery that we can use that was on the YS-11. But yeah, would I fly this plane a lot? Absolutely, absolutely I would. This is such a Such a beautiful plane. Another one of the liveries I'll just show you. Mid-Pacific Air. Look at it. What a machine. That's one good-looking YS-11. Oh, I'm so excited. Dom, yes. Insta. Checking it now. Hang on. I'm doing it. Don't give me evils. Oh. Oh. Dom, can I show that off? Can I show that off? I've got to see if I can remember to get on it. I know which one I will show off though. I've looked at the one I'm gonna show. That is class. I now know how you do it. Well, that's actually really, really cool. 10 minutes until we are down for descent. Let me just. Right, give me 2 seconds here because. Oh dear. Oh dear. Funny. Ah, crap. Alright, gonna go a different way. Hang on. Oh, the more I look at that, that should just be like. Right, hang on. Cool. What the fuck is this we're listening to? I'm going to. Give me 2 seconds. Oh dear. So it turns out that the Justice for Hiroshi movement seems to have picked up some pace, because our very own Dom has actually found Hiroshi. Apparently he's actually on this plane, and so is Dom, apparently. And apparently it is a thing. Oh, that is just, it's too much. It's too much. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's why I was laughing. Oh, that's just, yeah, that's class. Dom's next pre-ordered in-flight meal. It's got to be, right? That's brilliant. Oh dear, that's class. Dom, props to you, Dom. That's actually really cool. No, that's a sandwich, says Paul. Lewis says, Dom, forgot to deep fry it. Oh, that's brilliant. So we've got David with Photoshop, and now we've got Dom with AI. Paul Hussey coming in with a gifted sub. Thank you. Oh, Lord. If you can... I mean, do we just... No, I don't want to discriminate. I think that's rude. Let me translate it. Translate the videos into Spanish, says Robert Tova. Gracias for joining us. You can dub it. I don't know how to do... You can auto-dub it. There's a thing to do auto dub, which means you would be you'd be able to listen to it in Spanish. Those I need to up my game. David, you need to do AI. That's all it's got to take. Is AI. But thank you, Paul, for your continued support. That's 6 new members that Paul's gifted tonight. Thank you so much. We are 3 away from the magic 15. Let's see if we can get 3 more before the end of the stream, shall we? I don't know if that's going to haunt me now. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that's going to haunt me. Next thing that I want to just very quickly mention, I'm going to bring the screen up again for those that didn't see it. Just going to bring this up. Right? Just going to bring this up for a split second. Would anyone be interested in Bulkamania merch? just a shout, like a Bulkamania t-shirt, that sort of thing. Would anyone be interested in that? I don't know if anyone would be, but I've got ideas. David says, what's the best site to use for AI generated photos? Is there not one on like Google? I'm sure there's like something to do with Google. I'm almost positive. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm showing this one off as well. Oh dear. Oh, my poor phone. Oh dear. Right. Back to Facebook. Give me 2 seconds here. Three minutes. We're almost there. We're almost ready to descend. The sunrise is still behind us. It's looking very interesting, to say the very least. Oh, I mean, I've got no words. I haven't got any words. No, ChatGPT is not particularly great. If you search for, I'm pretty sure it's like AI image something for Google. That's normally pretty good. I think at the same time I may have come up with a brand new feature for the live streams here. If I give you a situation or a scenario, and you guys can go onto AI stuff, get a picture, send it to me via social medias, and then we'll show them off, and whoever wins gets a pat on the back. Right, anyway, so Dom has listened to Lewis's request of deep frying the sandwich, and as you can imagine, Dom's very, very happy with this. I also have questions about this person here. Oh dear. There you go. Dom's deep fried gummy bear sandwich. Ah, God almighty. Dom, it's a classic. Dom's younger brother. I don't know. It looks. Is that supposed to be a woman?
Dom 382, cleared radios arrival into Nanki-Shirahama. When you're ready, descend flight level 160.
Yeah, buddy. That's us. Right, let me take that off screen here. Okay, so we're gonna now descend down to 16,000, so that's fine. Descending to flight level 160, Tower Domes 382. Okay, so I very nearly pressed that then. Altitude lock comes off, we'll then push the nose down here to begin our descent down to 16,000. Now, we still can't see anything. And the sunrise was behind us. It is, however, no longer. I think that's because it's behind some clouds.
Dom 382, descend altitude 10,000, QNH 30.09er.
Descend altitude 10,000, Tower Dome 382. David says, having an AI generated photo competition is a good idea, but could quickly end up quite quickly end up in court like Dom did. Oh dear. For context purposes, he didn't, but yeah, I think it could be quite dangerous, actually, to be fair, to have that competition. It depends on what the subject is. Excuse me. So, a reminder for our streams, which are coming up on your screens in a second. Lewis is be right back, no worries. AI is such a dangerous thing. And the image is generating. Oh, oh Lord. I sort of want to know what he's doing, but also at the same time I don't. But I'm going to see it anyway, so it's fine. Also, I am going to set a goal up, not today, but I am going to set a goal up at some point because, obviously, being in October, I'm not a huge lover of Halloween, but I might as well take part at the same time. I've got some ideas for like some potential costumes and stuff. To kind of do some streams with. So I'm going to set a goal for it. Not too much, but I'm going to set a goal for it, and if we hit it, then we'll do it. So, away from that, down below, I still haven't fucking changed it. Belgian Grand Prix for the F1 Manager, that's on Sunday after tomorrow's Avianca flight of the MD-82. Sunday is F1 Belgian Grand Prix, race 13 of the season. As we look to build upon our very, very good start to the season, as we have reached the halfway point. Monday is Ryanair 77 MAX 8 from Dublin to Gothenburg. I sat there and said we were going to try and steer away from European flights, and here we are doing European flights. 7:15 start for that one. Tuesday, Air Link and the Embraer 190, which happens to also be Sarah's birthday. Johannesburg to Lusaka in Zambia. What's David doing? Who knows? Who knows what David's doing? Next Wednesday, F1 Manager returns once again. Oh, for God's sake. Hungarian Grand Prix next Wednesday from 7 o'clock. No, there is no Love Honey vouchers, and trust me, if I showed up on stream in that, I think everyone would just turn off. So, not happening. That's not what I meant either. That's on Twitch for the F1.
382. Contact Tokyo Control on 132.3.
Next Thursday, so a week tonight, Scandinavian DC9 from Copenhagen to Birmingham. 7:15 start on the YouTubes. Week tomorrow, we're on Jet 2, because nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. 737 Bristol to Almeria, that's South Spain. 7 o'clock start for that one. As it stands, most likely going to change. Saturday, so week Saturday, F1 Manager returns once again from race 15 and the Dutch Grand Prix, which is what basically kicked off our great end to the season last year. Probably be on a Sunday. Just going to put that out there right now. So F1 might start moving back to Sundays. Just saying, life is changing at the moment. So yeah, and it's all subject to change, of course. So there you go. No, I'm not thinking of doing like the whole Dracula shit, because that's not really what I want to do. I'm thinking something on the
382. Contact approach on 120.1.
I'm thinking something along the lines of like dressing up as like Shrek. Or something like that. Approach, good morning. Tower Domes 382 with you, setting to flight level 100. Shrek's not Halloween, but you dress up as what you like for Halloween. I'm not doing the Dracula shit.
Cathay 539. Contact Tokyo Control on 132 decimal.
Ain't no one got time for that. Or a killer clown. Maybe I'll dress up as a killer clown.
Cathay 539.
Alright, where are we at? We are 50 miles out, 14,000 feet for the moment. Jim says Tomalina needs to return. Oh. Dom says Instagram. I'll do it in a minute. Not yet. Not yet. Kind of focusing here. So not yet. Not yet. I mean, the fact that Jim wants to see a Tomalina return, maybe. Okay, I'll put it as a maybe, but don't get your hopes up. And I actually need to buy a new costume if that's what I do. But the thing is as well, is that like, this is why I would quite like to do like themed shows, but like themed quizzes, is if people were to like get involved and dress too, which is why I now don't do them, because I think people are quite hesitant to do it and stuff like that, which is totally fine, but I don't want to be the only one doing it. Phoenix says, why the control saying fire on the plane? That's if the plane catches fire, that is an extinguisher. But yeah, I think that's caught me right off guard, saying that Jim wants a Tomalina return. We'll see. We'll see, there's plenty of time.
Toadomes 382, descend altitude 3600, maintain current heading 230 vectors for the RNAV runway 33 approach.
She needs a soothers. That's what she needs. Descend altitude 3600, maintain current heading for runway 33 right. Runway 33 approach. Toadomes 382. So, quick look. We're almost ready for approach. Yeah, she needs a Jakeman's. That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of it. But definitely a Jakeman's, that's for sure. Bloody demand. Oh. 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 Oh, that's maybe okay, that's the one. That is the one. Jim, take it easy. We'll catch you soon. David says, tell her to suck on a fisherman's friend. You'll get slapped, but it's always worth a giggle. Yes, it is. It's always worth a giggle. So, I'm going to show you this one because I've been requested to do so. Now, it turns out that Dom did get caught out for his... for his use of AI art, and it turns out he did go to court for it. He really did go to court for it, and we currently do have live pictures, and here we go. Poor Dom. Poor Dom is being sued for AI art. Poor Dom. Poor Dom. Very good. Finley's asking, Dom, how do you plead?
Toadomes 382, turn left heading 220.
Going to lock in the altitude here because we are descending quite alarmingly at the moment. You want to get a Jakeman's, love. That voice of yours sounds a little bit on the hoarse side. But yes, descend flight level 035, Toadomes 382. She definitely needs a Jakeman's. That's for sure. Dom in the dark. Hashtag justice for Dom. David's put hashtag I stand with Dom. Hashtag Dom lives matter. Oh no, no. Oh Lord. No. Oh, for God's sake. Oh God. Now it's time to get a little bit frightened. But I will decide whether to actually show it or not. Or pop it into a group chat. Dom in bondage get. Oh, get you. Oh. What an image that is. Right, it is almost time to prep our landing. Yeah, Domdage. Domdage. That is frightening. Just going to bring the throttles back. Right, just maybe 2 seconds. Just got to disappear quickly.
Aquino approach, Airpeach 722, flight level 150.
Airpeach 722, radar contact. Squad OMS 382, turn left heading 185.
Okay. Oh fuck. Oh, that's just a guard. Okay, fine. Fuck. I thought we turned the engine off then. Oh, we did. We're all good. There's the airport there. Just there. So let's take control here. let's get the replay on. Music off. Okay, so we're off the autopilot, which is fine. So we're just gonna bit of a loop here. Beautiful though.
Tower Domus 382, turn left heading 155.
We must be actually quite close to Osaka, because we can actually tune into the airport. Because I hate to think of David as playing around with AI. God almighty, God help us all. Bad enough he was doing it with Photoshop. We'll just stick to the outside for a minute.
Storm is 382, storm right heading 155. Tower Domes 382, 4 miles from Bravo Delta 351. Turn left heading 060, descend altitude 2600 until established. Cleared for the Arnav runway 33 approach.
Oh dear. Oh. I don't think she's well.
Tower Domes 382, radar services terminated. Nanki-Shirahama Airport at your 8 o'clock, 11 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Squawk VFR. Report cancellation of IFR or miss the approach this frequency. Safe flight.
Interesting.
Departure, Juliet Alpha 759er, 92000 for 4000.
Right, landing predictions then, folks.
Juliet Alpha 759er, Niner, radar contact. VFR altitudes.
Up to 4000, Juliet Alpha 759er, 9er.
Adams 382, Nanki-Shirahama Airport at your 1 o'clock, 7 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency.
What is the advisory frequency? Could you give us the tower frequency for Shirahama, please?
Tower Domes 382, tower frequency is 124.0.
Shirahama Tower, good morning. Tower Dome 382 on final runway 33. Who's asking for a weather report?
Tower Domus 382, Tokushima approach identified. Good morning, Nanki-Shirahama, QNH 30.06.
Yeah, that's... Okay, fuck it.
Juliet Alpha 759er. Enter contact Tokyo info on 126.75.
126.75 for Juliet Alpha 759er.
Holy.
Nanki-Shirahama approach. We are inbound for a full stop at Romeo Juliet Bravo Delta, Nanki-Shirahama. We are at 1,500 feet at heading 111 degrees. Helicopter Romeo Yankee.
Helicopter Uniform Romeo Yankee. Altitude at your discretion.
Toa, Dome 382, Tokushima approach, Nanki-Shirahama Airport, at your 12 o'clock, 1 mile. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Have a good morning.
I'll take that. I'll take it. Holy. What the fuck is that? Oh. Well, that was interesting.
Departure Juliet Alpha 1252, 2000 for 4,000.
Juliet Alpha 1252, radar contact, VFR altitude.
Why is our plane stopped?
Juliet Alpha 1252.
Okay. I wish I knew. Obviously not. Quite the handful, this aeroplane. We are down.
Tokushima approach, Malaysian 52, flight level 140.
Malaysian 52, radar contact.
So welcome to Shirahama. A flight from the real world back in the 70s that the YS-11 used to do. Oh, what the f... What's going on? Why are we getting GA aircraft flying this early in the morning? What's going on? Quick landing, says Lewis. It wasn't too bad. We had a little bit of a issue,
Juliet Alpha 1252,
but we got it down in the end.
Contact Tokyo info on 126.75.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is
126.75, Juliet Alpha 1252.
the quite incredible what is going on? Why is there so many? Yeah, fuck off. We're just going to go straight for the gate that's in front of us. But yes, welcome to Nanki-Shirahama in Japan, and this was, of course, the quite incredible Nihon Aircraft Maintenance Company, or Manufacturing Company, YS-11. From Any Builds. Let us know what you thought. I think this is great fun to fly. This is a lot of fun. Yeah. And it's actually quite accurate. Both the landing rating on the sim and Volanta have it at the same landing rating.
Departure Juliet Alpha 545, 2000 for 4000.
I think this is great fun.
Juliet Alpha 5450, radar contact. Climb and maintain 4000.
Let's say goodbye to Say Intentions. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Because we didn't quite see it, let's just push sunrise. We missed it by about 15 minutes or so. There we go. It's a beautiful machine, it really is. John says, nice plane, more likely to get it over the F-28. It is, it's a good handful. Problem is, like I say, you've got the autopilot here. I've only mucked about with heading and tracking. I haven't really done localizer yet. So I've got to try that one out at some point, which I probably will do at some stage. But such good fun. It is such a handful to fly, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the replay was like as well. So, here's your look at it, as you see it. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Sounds fantastic as well. Shall we go for the replay? Before we do, here's what you need to know. Flight today was 1 hour 25 minutes. The landing rating of 253, which is pretty much what the landing rating for the in-sim landing rating says. Overall, a thoroughly enjoyable flight. John says, works with all planes for autopilot functions. If I was to look up the MIAP 24, I'll have a look. Sun's out. All that's left to do is say our goodbyes. We have a request evening tomorrow. Oh, you want me to do that now? Okay, to finish Dom's story. As Dom went to court because of AI. He's getting sued for his AI art. We have now got live pictures after the verdict has been given. Free Dom. Free Dom. Hashtag freedom. Or freedom, but you know what I mean. Lovely story, thank you. Right. Let's do what we need. Everything's off screen. Oh, that's not a good sound. We should not be hearing that. Ooh, yeah, we shouldn't be hearing that at all. Okay. Yeah, really shouldn't be hearing those sounds. A little bit of a fault. Bit of a fault for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for Avianca and the MD-82. Try and enjoy the sounds here. This is, yeah, very loud. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more fun and games on a Friday over on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support this evening. I will see you tomorrow. Bulkamania forever. And Bulkamania will forever run wild. Have a great evening, everybody. Take care. Have a great Friday. See you tomorrow.